I got the belts plastered around my room. Not the ones that I fought for, but small little token ones, just to keep my mind in tune with what the goal is, but just him. I don't focus on the belt, just him.
Want to fight Anthony Joshua, exclusive, because I know that I will beat Anthony Joshua's ass. I know I will beat...
You just got knocked out, right?
Yeah.
Well, realistically, it's one of the craziest propositions of all time. You take a guy who just had a boxing match that looks like a sparring match with a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, and then you're going to fight one of the absolute scariest knockout artists in the heavyweight division.
What you're about to see will change the way you look at Jake Paul forever. When Jake finally stood in front of Anthony Joshua, all the online confidence disappeared in 1 second. No acting. No hype. Just real fear. And what Joshua did next, nobody expected. Watch this very carefully. Anthony Joshua isn't joking anymore, especially after Jake Paul stepped into heavyweight territory with loud predictions. When Jake claimed he could knock Joshua out early, Joshua confronted him with a cold, serious stare that instantly changed the mood. No smile. No joke. Just pressure in the air. People who were there said Joshua looked calm, but the dangerous kind of calm. The kind you see right before a knockout happens in the ring. Jake tried to look confident, but the size, the power, and the presence difference made one thing clear: he had just awakened a giant.
Let's go!
Jake Paul talks big on social media, but the moment he stood face to face with Anthony Joshua, reality hit him hard. All the swagger and bold knockout talk faded instantly when he realized how intimidating Joshua truly is in person. When they were inches apart, Jake's posture changed. His eyes dropped for a second, and fans noticed the crack in his confidence. Joshua didn't shout, didn't threaten, didn't even smirk. He just stared at Jake with the calm intensity of a man who has survived real battles inside the ring.
He's gonna get battered. He's gonna get absolutely
You're preaching to the choir, bruv.
annihilated.
Yeah, take it to just as they turn to the side. That's it, just there, and watch Jake. He looks at him, keeps looking, and then Joshua looks back. Yeah.
Jeez.
Great.
I just,
Joshua is taking a real risk by agreeing to fight Jake Paul, and many experts say it's bigger than just another fight. It's about his legacy. Former heavyweight Dave Allen warned that even if Paul lands a clean punch, it could damage the respect Joshua earned over the years. Critics believe the fight is mainly for money. Promoter Eddie Hearn defended it by saying, "You can't eat legacy." Still, fans worry that Joshua might be trading his reputation for a huge payday. If things go wrong, he could be remembered not for his championships, but for chasing a money fight. This matchup has become a high-risk, high-reward moment for AJ.
Boxing fans will think this is a massive stain on his career and a bit of an embarrassment. Now, you two have done it. I'm sure you would both fight Jake Paul tomorrow, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but we're both retired. And we'll be looking at it saying, still an easy fight because he can't box, he's useless. So it's risk reward, minimum risk, massive reward. So of course we'd fight Jamie.
No, but you say that, it's a big risk, Carl. Big risk.
I'm not having that.
Big risk. If you don't go and annihilate him in the first 30 seconds,
It's fixed.
Can you right, it's fixed. Oh, he's pulling him round.
Yeah.
He's talking about me fighting him though. So would you think that was fixed if I didn't go and annihilate him? 11 years retired. I think that's the point George makes. He always has a little dig and says,
no, but say
Paul.
you go out there and it's a tough fight for you. You can say, well, what would you expect? I haven't boxed for 11 years. But then it's like, it's hard, isn't it? It's hard. Do you want that?
Nobody thinks any less.
You've got the best ending.
Yeah, I've got
to your career.
Definitely. Nobody thinks any less of Mike Tyson because he lost to Jake Paul.
He was 58 years old.
Yeah, exactly. So
he's in hospital a week before.
Listen, I've been retired 11 years, and I'd still go in there, in my opinion, and whoop him. I don't think it'd be hard at all. So listen, he won't fight me. He's pretending he don't know who I am now, for a start. So he's thought.
How can he not know who you are?
Froch means business.
At the same time, this fight could be extremely dangerous for Jake Paul. Rising heavyweight Moses Itama advised Jake to think about his health more than the money, warning that one wrong punch from Joshua could have serious long-term effects.
I do believe it because AJ's involved, and I think AJ would struggle to. He's going to take enough flack over this, but again, it's money talk. So I think AJ will struggle because it is an all-win situation. If he goes in there and Jake Paul lasts the distance, what does he tell you about AJ? Apart from he's just earned an extra 15 million quid. If he goes there and struggles with Jake Paul, then what do you say about AJ? Your heydays are well and truly over. If he goes in there and knocks him out, then I'll say that's to be expected. So the glory, there's probably not much glory in it, apart from the haters of Jake Paul to say, right, we've got rid of this kid. I think it's very brave of Jake Paul. So now the problem child has got us to believe this fight's actually happening. So now you've got our attention. So now you've got to back up the boast. It's not about, you're not playing tiddlywink. This is the only game you can't play. You can play football, golf, tennis.
Former world champion Amir Khan didn't sugarcoat anything. He said Joshua could hurt Jake badly, even causing possible brain damage if Jake underestimates the power coming his way.
I think Joshua sparked him out in like 2 rounds. Really? Yeah, why do you look surprised when I
don't. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Come on, bro. You're fighting like one of the best heavyweight fighters in the world against a YouTuber. Like, come on. Like, respect the sport of boxing. And if AJ has to go in there and show these influencers that, listen, you can't fuck about with boxing. You know what I mean? Someone's going to get hurt badly. And this could be one of the first fights where a fighter gets hurt badly, because if you look at the size difference and the power difference, I mean, bro, there could be brain damages going on there. I mean, AJ could hurt him badly, you know.
Well, when you look at Francis Ngannou, who's one of the most fearsome combat stars there is. I know it's MMA, but we saw what AJ did to Ngannou. So,
and that's why you don't look. You can't be surprised if AJ is going to do the same to what's it called again?
Former champion Carl Fruck also believes the fight could damage Joshua's reputation, arguing that taking Paul seriously shows Joshua is no longer chasing true Hall of Fame greatness. Meanwhile, Joshua has said that his biggest concern is finishing his career healthy. In his own words, "My legacy is that I walked out healthy."
Joshua knows he's finished at any sort of elite level or world level. He won't be trying to go down the world title level anymore. This is just a cash out. So good luck to him, fair play to him, but hopefully when he's finished this fight, he'll be honest with us and say, listen, I've milked it, I've creamed it, I've had an unbelievable touch at the end of my career. I mean, he's already had an outrageous touch, hasn't he, with the involvement of Saudi Arabia, and now he's just creaming it at the end. He's got fake Paul, which is massive. Great for AJ, fair play to him. Anybody would do the same at the end of the career he's had. You know, he's not an elite heavyweight, is he? He's never going to come back and become a world champion.
Bookmakers have made Anthony Joshua a massive favorite over Jake Paul. Most odds list Joshua around -200, while Jake Paul sits between +650 and +900. That shows just how big the gap is in power, skill, and experience. If you bet $1,200 on Joshua, you might win only about $100, but a $100 bet on Jake Paul could return up to $900. Sportsbooks also predict a Joshua knockout or TKO as the most likely ending, proving how one-sided experts think this matchup really is.
Online.ag, Jake Paul is +600 against Anthony Joshua, who's -1,000. So for those that don't know how this works, if you bet $100 on Jake Paul, you get $600 back. But you have to bet $1,000 on Anthony Joshua to get $100 back.
Right. Anthony's a big favorite based on those numbers.
A huge favorite.
Yeah.
A huge favorite. 10-1 odds. What do you think will happen? Originally, Jake Paul was supposed to fight Gervonta, who was also very heavily favored, but he was much smaller. Anthony Joshua was a lot bigger. He's actually bigger than Jake Paul, and a top-notch boxer at that.
I just want to say I like the Paul brothers a lot. I wish Jake his best. I hope Jake wins.
Okay. Do you think he'll win?
I think he'll win.
Really? Are you willing to bet that he'll win?
I would bet Jake wins.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to bet that Jake wins?
Yeah, I'm going to bet Jake wins.
Okay. 6-1 odds.
Yeah, I'll bet.
How much do you think you'll put down? This is not me and you betting, by the way. How much are you going to put down on Jake Paul?
I don't think any amount that I'll be allowed to bet is going to move my needle enough. So I think more I'm going to bet just to show a little love. Probably put $1,000 on Jake.
Okay, so you'll get 6,000 at best. So this is just spending money.
Yeah, I think it's just for fun. I just want to support the homie. I just want to see him win.
Okay.
I want to see everyone make money. I don't think anything I bet. I mean, I don't even know. How much can I really bet realistically? Let's say I put
100,000.
100,000 to win 600. I don't
Yeah.
think the risk of 100,000 is worth it.
It's a lot of risk.
It's a lot of risk.
It's a lot of risk.
I don't think it's worth it.
I mean, because he has to actually win, not just survive all whatever many rounds.
Even if he does win, I don't. You know, when I used to gamble, it was a full-time job. You know, it was never like for entertainment, and this is for pure entertainment.
Yes.
So to spend $100,000 to have some fun, the same fun I can have without spending 100,000.
Yeah, you can have the same fun for $1,000.
Yeah.
Or $100 at that, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these are...
Jake Paul has claimed the fight with Joshua could be worth around $267 million. Reports suggest both fighters might earn nearly $92 million each, but Jake's post hints the total could be even bigger once pay-per-view, streaming, and global rights are added. If true, this would be one of the richest fights in boxing history. On paper, it's a huge gamble. Joshua has Olympic-level skills, dangerous power, long reach, and years of real heavyweight experience. Jake Paul has far fewer rounds, and many people still see him more as an entertainer than an elite boxer. For Joshua, a dominant win brings him back to the top level. A weak performance could hurt his legacy. For Jake, pulling off an upset would explode his reputation, but a loss might make fans question the whole crossover boxing movement again. This fight is pure high risk, high reward. Legacy, ego, money, and pride all on the line. When the bell rings, all the hype ends, and only the punches will decide the truth.
Fine, AJ.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to give him props. Fair play, Jake. That is a big fight.
props.
I mean, AJ should knock him out.
It is a weird one. Like, am I just being stupid? Like, is he not just gonna wig him?
AJ by soap being dropped in prison stuff. AJ by brutal Bonnie Blue scene. AJ by just something vile.
Him even stepping up to fight AJ.
AJ,
That is crazy.
two-time heavyweight world